One of the most powerful elements of your time together, your worship, your corporate worship experience, is your prayer time. This is also one of the elements that you can really move around fairly easily in your group's time together, and you can do it in a variety of different ways. One of the most important things, though, is to obviously record, write down what those prayer requests are for a couple of reasons. Number one, as you're going through and you're praying for those specific needs or lifting up those testimonies, those praises to God of things that have happened, miracles that have taken place, different ways that people have seen God work in their lives, you might be surprised. Some weeks you might get quite a few of them, and it's easy to forget some. So you want to write them down, but not just for your prayer time. You also want to write them down and record them to remind them to the group later. So what I found, because Sunday is such a lot is going on that day, I found it works best to actually to have somebody in your group identified that would be the group's recorder of the prayers, not necessarily for you when you pray, because to try to transfer their notes and to be able to read them can be very difficult in itself sometimes, but that person would take the responsibility to then email out to the group what a reminder of what those prayers are, so the group is praying for those specific needs. And then when you have prayer time the following week, you can always check up on, well, how is so-and-so coming along with from their surgery or whatever it may be. And the group can also take some responsibility in maybe sending them a card or possibly bringing them a meal if they've just had surgery or something like that. So it's very important. The prayer time can take a lot of different forms in how you do it and when you do it. In fact, we pray multiple times during our service. It's a great way to do that when you're receiving communion. There's a great chance after a message has gone forth, and so on and so forth. So prayer time is extremely important. How you do it can change from week to week. It's just important that you write it down and that you, from early on, from week one, capture everybody's emails, so email addresses, so that you can send them out to the group and let them know that that's what you plan on doing. Another possibility would be to create a Facebook group. That way you can send it out that way. It's important not just for your prayer requests, but if you had bad weather or something like that, you could get the word out to everybody. You can also remind them about group events and things of that nature. So I think that's everything I want to say about prayer time. Super powerful, super important. When you first start a group out, people may be a little bit reluctant to open up to the group. That's natural. Don't think anything's wrong with that. The more time you spend together, the easier it becomes for the group to do that. You might even want to create a little card that people could write their prayer request before you start your service. Sometimes people kind of clam up when they're in a group setting and they don't like to speak to the group as a whole. But if they've written out their thoughts and they can hand that to the leader, some people appreciate that. So you want to take away any fear people might have, make it easy for people to share their needs. And as you grow in community together, it really will blossom, and it will be, a lot of times it's different members' favorite times in the service can be the prayer time. It develops spiritual maturity as well as they're thinking about and looking at the ways that God is working in their lives and the opportunities to share that. It develops spiritual maturity, going forth, sharing their faith and telling other people about their opportunities, but it starts first in your group, and then they start to have that habit take place in other arenas in their lives. So that does it for our prayer time training video. On to the next one.